Hey, what's up you guys? So today I want to talk about all of my bookish plans for the month of December. So I've got three major things that I'm going to be talking about, which is Bookmas, Disney Channel Games Readathon, and my TBR. So I'm going to leave timestamps down below for when I talk about all of those different topics. So first, let's just kick it off with Bookmas. So I plan on participating in Bookmas this year. This is something that was created by Haley in Bookland. I highly recommend checking out her content. She is another booktuber. She is really fun to watch. I really enjoy her videos personally. So do check her out. She will also be doing this, obviously. So, you know, you got a bunch of bookish content coming your way in December. So Bookmas is just posting a bookish video every day in the month of December. And so I got a lot of video ideas planned right now. Most of them are not really Christmas related, and so I'm trying to come up with some Christmas related bookish ideas, but they are kind of centered around the idea of the end of the year and what my thoughts were this year as far as books that I enjoyed, characters that I enjoyed, things that I wish I had done that I hadn't done, my TBRs that I never got to. So that's kind of plans for right now. So that might change. It might stay the same. We'll see. Comment down below if you have any ideas for videos that I could do. I will be posting vlogs throughout the Disney Channel Games Readathon, and so that runs from the 6th through the 20th, so be prepared for probably a vlog every few days during that period. So that's kind of Bookmas. Now let's talk about Disney Channel Games Readathon. So this is a readathon put on by 8 other booktubers, and this is something that I plan on participating in this year. I think it just started this year. And so it is inspired by the Disney Channel games that happened way back in the day, if you remember that at all. So there are 4 different teams. There is the blue team, the green team, the yellow team, and the red team. And I will be participating on the red team. I recommend participating on the red team if you want to participate. I'm going to link all of their channels down below so that you can, you know, find their announcement videos with more information. So as I said, this readathon will run from the 6th through the 20th, and there are 5 associated challenges. There's Alphabet Goop, Simon Says, Outrageous Obstacle Course, Dunk Tank, and Extreme Egg Toss Challenge. So each of these challenges has like 2 different parts to it. There is a like activity challenge and there is a reading challenge. So I'm gonna pick my TBR for those reading challenges here with you guys right now, live in recording. So for Alphabet Goop, the challenge is to randomly generate a letter and read a book starting with that letter. So I've got a random letter generator on my phone right now. Let's generate a letter, and the letter is A, and oh boy, I could not be more happy with that. I'm actually so happy. Like, if there was a letter that I wanted, it was A, because I sorted through my TBR and I was looking through to see what letters I had. These are all my A's that are they're just in the pile sitting next to me here. There are more of them. But yeah, I've got a lot of A books. I don't know why. Why does everyone have to start their book with A? So for this, I'm kind of torn between An Ember in the Ashes and An Absolutely Remarkable Thing. These are both probably gonna wind up on the TBR anyways, so I'm gonna stick with An Absolutely Remarkable Thing for now and then see if I can add this one next. If you don't know what An Absolutely Remarkable Thing is about, it's written by Hank Green, and it's kind of about internet fame, and it is a fictional story about a girl who posts a video that goes viral. So the next challenge is Simon Says, read a book that's been recommended to you multiple times, or read a book recommended by one of the hosts. This is a book that I've been recommended, so this seems like a perfect book for this readathon. This is An Ember in the Ashes. Ooh, that's a cool. I've never flipped open this book. Ooh, there's a map in it. This is fascinating, you guys. Look at this. It's not like one of those stupid like page in the book maps. It's like a part of the cover. I like that. Okay, so An Ember in the Ashes, I think, is like a Roman fantasy inspired book that has a lot of romantic angst in it. That's what I've heard. I love romantic angst. I don't know if you guys know that. Oh look, there's one on the back too. Look at this. I love books with maps. So that is 2 books in the TBR. So the next prompt is Outrageous Obstacle Course. Read an action-packed book or book with lots of twists and turns. I don't know if it's gonna be having a lot of twists and turns, but might as well just go along and see if I can't fit this whole series in this TBR, which is A Torch Against the Night. So this is the second book in the An Ember in the Ashes series. I believe the last book actually comes out in December, and so I'm probably going to try and read the whole series in December. I do kind of tend to wait until most of a series has been out before I try and read it, because I kind of just want to keep going whenever I read a series. Like, I don't want to stop and come back to it later, because I'm always afraid I'm going to forget like that one minute detail that's so important. So just be prepared that this TBR might just be all this one series. So the next prompt is Dunk Tank, and the prompt is read a book featuring water. So water can be on the cover, it can be in the title, it can be like an element of the setting. And so this one's kind of difficult. So I don't know any of mine that are like watery based. I might throw this on because I've been meaning to get to it for a while. I do really like Good Mythical Morning, and so I did buy their book that they made, which was The Lost Causes of Bleak Creek. If you don't know what Good Mythical Morning is, where have you been? But that's put on by Rhett and Link, so that's who wrote the book. And this is called The Lost Causes of Bleak Creek, if I didn't say the title of it. And I know that it's like kind of inspired by where they lived and some of their childhood experiences. So I guess we'll see what I think when I read it. Okay, so the next challenge is Extreme Egg Toss Challenge. So the reading challenge is to buddy read a book, and they have some different books that they are doing buddy reads with, and I think I'm gonna do one of those books if I can find the app on my phone. Okay, so I think I'll buddy read Tourist Attraction just because it seems like the most interesting one right now. I might change that because I don't own any of these books yet, so I'm gonna have to go and get them, at least one of them, not all of them. I'm not crazy. I don't just buy 5 books at a time, even though I do. Okay, so that's the Disney Channel Games readathon bit of this. Now let's get into the TBR bit. So I've already told you 5 of the books on my TBR, and my goal is to kind of read 10 books this next month, because that should get me to my Goodreads goal of 50 books this year. So if you did just skip to this part and didn't listen to the last bit, the books that are on my TBR from the last bit are The Lost Causes of Bleak Creek, An Absolutely Remarkable Thing, An Ember in the Ashes, and A Torch Against the Night, and Tourist Attraction, but I don't have a physical copy of that at the moment. I might just do that on audiobook actually rather than buy it. Okay, so obviously I'm gonna add a Reaper at the Gates and a Torch against the sky, a Sky against the last book is coming out. I'll put the cover right here. So I'm probably going to find a way to get that, but that way I will have read that whole series in December, and I will probably do book talks for that series if I don't do book talks for all of the books that I read in December, because I'm planning on reading a lot. I don't have a lot going on right now, and I'm not invested in any shows, so it's perfect time for me to just do nothing and read. So that puts me at 7 books total so far for the month. So because I think it would be nice to add something a little bit shorter, I'm gonna put History Is All You Left Me on here. I know that I've mentioned this in a bunch of TBRs before. I'm gonna actually read it this month, you guys. I promise. It'll be the first thing that I read. Maybe. I'll try. But this is a queer romance between 2 guys, and they connect over the death of a mutual former lover. So the next book I have to decide. I do have some contemporaries that I've just owned for so long that I like need to get to them, you know? I think what my plan is gonna be is I'm gonna read one of the contemporaries that I have in the stack right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put them up here. The options are Along for the Ride, Turtles All the Way Down, Isla and the Happily Ever After, and All the Bright Places. I'm gonna give them all a number. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna do random number generator, and the one that gets picked will be read. I'm making a lot of promises that I'm actually gonna read these books. I might not read them, so do keep that in mind. This is the first time that I'm filming with my kitten, and she is confused. Well, actually, it's the second time I'm filming with her, but it's the first time I'm filming with her and she's awake. My number was 3. Turtles All the Way Down it is. Turtles All the Way Down is about a high school student who has OCD, and it's based off of John Green's personal experiences with OCD. And the last book I kind of want to add to this TBR is Uglies by Scott Westerfeld. I've heard really great things about this series. I think it's a like dystopian series or fantasy series. I can't remember which it is, but it centers around the idea of outward beauty. And so I really have been wanting to read this series for a long time. I got really lucky and found the whole series at a bargain bookstore one time, and so I naturally bought the whole thing, because when I find books for like under $3, I buy them, especially if I've heard good things about them. So that is the 10 books that I plan on reading in the month of December, and so now you kind of know what I'm going to be doing in December. So if you plan on reading any of these books in December, hit me up. If you plan on participating in Disney Channel Games and want to do any fun type video things over Zoom, comment down below. I want to have some fun this this Christmas season. You know, 2020 is about to come to an end. If y'all watched John Oliver when he blew up 2020, I was like, yes! So that is all that I have for today. I post videos occasionally on this channel. I will be posting them every day in the month of December, so get ready for that. I'm probably going to be posting every day for the next few days too, because I've got a bunch of book talks that I need to put up. I will see you guys in my next video. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. Bye!